Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got room at the 35. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Gets it out fast. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Now on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Ohio State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
the 13-yard line. Brings up third down.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Calls his own number. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That's caught. It's Graham. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Under fire. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Well, lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like that's part of the process that goes with it, but you've been working for this moment. This is what you wanted for the last several years and you developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
He'll start the return inside his 5. This drive will open from the 15. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Using his feet. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll take it himself. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Lots of running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground. And in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he's got it inside the 35. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Buying some time. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's White. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. This quarterback, part of their running game. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. It's blocked. He couldn't get it away. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a big-time play by the punt block team. Great job rushing the punter, understanding where he's trying to kick the football, getting your hand on it, and then how about the scoop and score and do the rest. Big-time special teams play.
Ohio State 21, Notre Dame 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Finding open areas. He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And first down for the offense.
Got room to work. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, he's not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Caught in the backfield. It's White. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Motion from the back to the ground to try to move the chains. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. They'll go with a direct snap. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Williams looking for a man. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half.
6 propane! 6 propane! Set! Cornhole 88! Cornhole 88! Ready?
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half.
221 away! 221 away!
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And that was a big touchdown because it keeps this thing within striking distance now going into the second half. That touchdown there puts so much pressure on the opponent. Guys, we've got a ball game. I can't wait to see how this thing's going to turn out.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. Here he comes, and he pumps it up inside the 20. Grabbed by the kicking team. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, Irish! And the comeback is on.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. It's Graham.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Second down coming up. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Snap from the gun on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Reads it, fires complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? You know, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
He wants to throw it again. Going to take a shot. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
keeper. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball that he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Carr. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Leaves it with the back. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Notre Dame talked it over, and here's what they have on 4th down to start the 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. 4th quarter, need a play, 4th down. He makes it happen. This home crowd is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
Got it behind the line. It's Williams. Still running at the 40. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Williams will pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You're going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
This is a design run. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Direct snap. Not enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Gotta love the physicality on fourth down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Puts it out of the air. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can... Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, anyway against just about any opponent. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Pulls it, fired complete. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
He's tackled at the 36. That's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Sayin. Dumps it to the back. That's reeled in. It's Hansen. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Quick step and go. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. The give to the tailback. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. That's a pass to Markham. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll run the option. Runs through the tackle. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. Caught behind the line. It's White. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Williams looking for a man. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
A gut check on the doorstep. 3rd and goal here in overtime. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They jump on top here in OT. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Touchdown, Ohio State. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Steps away. He's going to run it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Got it in to take the lead here in the second OT.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
The snap sets up the throw. They got it, executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double OT.
And makes the score. Ohio State 43, Notre Dame 35.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Williams will pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. This one's complete. 3rd down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Here comes the heat. He's got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. On the move. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? On the move. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Third and goal, desperately trying to get it in and keep hope alive. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Irish! They got one score they needed. Now they need the deuce to send us to triple OT.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I've got to go for two. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.